So I'm about to go see Milo Yinnapolus. I think he's Greek. Yeah, I'm gonna see why he's supporting Trump. I don't agree with everything he's saying, but I like what he stands for, like freedom of expression. Just because I don't agree with what he's saying doesn't mean he shouldn't be allowed to speak his mind. So I'm gonna go check him out. Free ticket anyway. Had nothing else to do, right? So might as well go see a different point of view. Alright. From what I've asked seen of him, I don't get. He's basically a gay Republican, British guy, loves Donald Trump, calls him daddy. He hates Hillary Clinton. I agree with him on that. Maybe he'll explain more why. Again, I don't really know much about the guy other than that, but I'll see where it's going. He seems more libertarian from what I've seen, so see how it goes. So I just got through some fucking security. There's armed guards everywhere, man. Shit is going down. Holy shit, there's a lot of people. I want to ask a question. It's so fucking crazy. That's it here, bro? Fucking nuts. Are you a big Milo fan too? Alright, it's awesome.
I disagree with him a lot, but I like what he says. I find him entertaining.
See, I disagree with a lot of what he says, but I like what he stands for. Just because I don't agree with your position doesn't mean you shouldn't be allowed to speak it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Wish more of my liberal friends agreed with that.
Yeah. Bernie Sanders, bro. I don't know why he's not a Gary Johnson supporter.
Because Gary Johnson isn't
daddy. He's daddy. He's uncle. Oh my god. That's something we would say. This shit's crazy. Wish there were more girls here, but whatever. What can I do? A hippie needs to date a nice fascist young girl, I guess. It took me a while to get this, but I think the vibe is a gay nightclub. Red lighting, pumping, fist pumping.
Yeah, he didn't like the movie.
This is crazy. I feel so uncomfortable right now. Wish there were more girls here. I've actually met a log cabin Republican. Pretty interesting. Your party hates you, man. I don't know what to tell you. But maybe he looks past that. You can't get everything. My hair's so fucked up.
We are so happy to have Milo here with us tonight. Please join me in welcoming Breitbart tech editor Milo Yinnapolus to Houston.
This evening, there is a safe space at Michigan University to protect safely and emotionally well-being students from this dangerous faggot and lesbian with wrong opinions. That is insane. Hello, darling. Sir, please. Sir, please.
Control makes women unattractive and crazy. Would you rather your child have feminism or cancer?
What's that?
Remember to go to Shasta's.
Shasta's.
It's an ice cream place.
Oh, I'm cute. Now, if you're watching this, praise cat. We find that horrifying. And there's one last, most obvious one. Do I find amazing about this is the names of these guys. Thudzilla, Venom, Prince Untouchable, Peanut Untouchable. Of course, the mainstream media reporting accurately on Madam, I'm grateful to you for coming, but to be quite honest with you, fuck your feelings. Show. This is Milo show. It's time to go. You can be triggered at any age. I'm afraid I can't hear you. I'm sorry. We're going to carry on with the show. Thank you very much for coming. Some victims of this kind of politics, the politics of feelings. Alright, let's carry on. She's had enough attention.
This ain't the ball, you can't do that! This is not safe
Thank you, sir. You can see me off this.
Just got home, just took a shower, just got out of it. So let's talk about the Milo speech. I liked it. It's pretty interesting. I was around a lot of log cabin Republicans, a lot of female Republicans, a lot of Donald Trump supporters basically. And basically I got what I needed. I found out where Milo stood on positions, how he defined the alt-right. I liked him on some issues I didn't. But I like what he stands for. Basically what he stands for is just because you don't agree with a certain position doesn't mean you don't have the right to ban it. If the government starts banning speech, I have a problem with that. What's it called? Yeah, I feel like I think Milo is faking the whole act. He doesn't actually believe what he says, or two, he just really doesn't understand. He might be in a conundrum as far as policy goes. Like, okay, he's pro-Iraq war, pro-George W. Bush. Both positions Hillary Clinton's got praised for and voted for. I think every living president is voting for Hillary Clinton. It doesn't mean anything because he might disagree with all of them, so that point's really invalid. But so he's kind of a conundrum there. What else? He doesn't like Islam. He's concerned about this political correctness for Muslims can hurt us. I agree with him slightly. I believe not calling the principle of, hey, just because you believe in something doesn't mean it's right, but then she'll get criticized by all religions, so she's a politician there. Or the principle is, hey, you can't force your beliefs on other people. That kind of thing, period. Religion, she gets in trouble for either way. So she's being a politician, because most people get offended. If you insult one religion, you feel like you're insulting them. Or you're faulting, so people just get offended. So either he's a walking contradiction, he doesn't believe it in anything he says, he's just getting for the money out of it, or he just doesn't know, I think it's part of the first one, he doesn't know where he's at as far as history goes. His presentation also didn't have a lot of, on the slide, this is talking about slides, it didn't have a lot of sources. But I liked his points. The whole principle of just because you make a joke on Twitter doesn't mean your life should be ruined. And he quoted I believe, the NASA scientist who had the female T-shirt on. The whole nation cared about more fucking his T-shirt rather than what he accomplished for Mars expedition. Unbelievable, right? Or a joke about, it was an inappropriate joke, but it doesn't mean you should ruin a person's life about it. Like, you're saying she's just a terrible person, so let me do this terrible thing to you. You become a terrible person. So I get him with all that. He says Black Lives Matter should be a terrorist organization, classified as a terrorist organization. Blue Lives Matter. And I say, basically in my mind, it's like, well, you can say Blue Lives Matter, still hold them to a high standard, and still say Black Lives Matter. Black lives matter because all lives matter, if people do say, oh, all lives matter, I'm like, well, y'all should be out in protest too, that's a life too, unless you don't think that's a life to you, Or Blue Lives Matter should be out there too, protesting too with both of those organizations, because I would feel like if I was a cop and someone gave me a bad name on a job where I have to interact with people in a country totally media in a country so dominated by image and video that I have to do my best to make sure I don't get labeled that way, or my brothers don't get labeled that way. So I don't want more people killed. So I would go in a news organization and condemn those cops. I say, hey, we should have federal investigations, not local investigations when a police shooting happens. So you don't have to run into the chance of biasness. But they don't talk about that. He doesn't, I think he summarizes pretty well. He doesn't agree with Colin Kaepernick's protest, but he agrees with he has every right to do it. So that's pretty much sums it up.